What's up, everybody? Here is a day in the life as an opening act on tour. We are waking up in Toronto this morning, getting packed up. We had a show in Waterloo about an hour away last night. I'm feeling a little tired, but we got our breakfast and we are ready to hit the road. We're loading up the car and we have a supposedly 7.5 hour drive to Sherbrooke, Quebec today, but it ended up being like over 9.5 hours because of the rain and traffic. But we made it, and it's fun being in Quebec because everything is in French. Since we were running a bit late, I did my makeup in the car and did a little bit of warm-up, and then we arrived at the venue just in time for sound check. We loaded our stuff up the alleyway and I went right to sound check. Look at this beautiful theater. It was such a fun room to play in. After sound check, I brought all my stuff up that I needed to the dressing room. Every show is different, but this one we had separate dressing rooms and it was a super nice dressing room, which is so appreciated. I went on Google for way too long to try to figure out what I was gonna eat, and then I tried to order something and it didn't work, and then I didn't have enough time to eat before the show, so we'll come back to that. Then I picked out my clothes for the night, and I'm eating a little breakfast bar to tie me over. The band invited me up to come join them on one of their encore songs, so I was listening to that. Then after being in the car for almost 10 hours, I had to do some stretching, freshen up, and get my clothes on, touch up my makeup, touch up my hair. Meanwhile, my mom is a queen and she set up all my merch. More stretching, more breathing. Really had to get my body back to planet Earth. Then I got to play my set and the crowd was lovely. It was such a fun show. After the show, got to FaceTime the girlfriend, got to lay on the ground and jam to the Cat Empire set. I finally got some food, and then I had to go watch the Cat Empire because they have the most fun set I've ever seen. They were such a joy to open up for. This is me joining them on the encore. After the show, I went out to the merch booth and got to meet all of you guys. It's the best part of the night. We headed back upstairs to change and start packing up our stuff in the green room. While we were doing that, all of a sudden the lights shut off and we realized that the power went out. Then we loaded up the van and the Cat Empire was still doing their meet and greet. We headed to the hotel, and turns out the power in most of the city had gone out, so the hotel also did not have power. We ended up being on the 5th floor, so I had to get my suitcase out in the parking lot and just grab the things that I needed for the next day and put it in my backpack and bring it upstairs because we couldn't use the elevator. Man, there is nothing better than getting a good deal on a fresh and clean feeling hotel room. So much of touring can be really uncomfortable, but these dates and these hotels that we got on this tour were actually a pretty clean and comfortable experience. Then it was time to hit the hay, but not actually, because I still had to take off my makeup and plan when we were going to leave the next day and a few other logistics. But that's a day in the life on tour. Every single day is so different.